What's happening, guys? Safety Liner C2 here. We've got bus stuff for sale 3 I want to show off. Don't forget that if you have something you want to submit for lots bus stuff for sale, the picture videos, or any one of my videos in general, you can throw it in the video request form found in the description of any one of my videos. So the first one is a 1992 International Carpenter for $7,900 in Bridgeport, Texas. The description says 1992 International bus, 130,000 miles, mechanically in great shape. Fires right up, runs great, transmission in good shape, good brakes, drives nice, no leaks. Clean Texas title, minimal rust, nothing rotted. We'll be replacing a few cracked windows. I was planning to convert it into a motorhome, but plans changed. Not perfect, but it's all there and solid aside from a few spots in the wood floor. Heat works, AC does not. So here's something you don't see every day. This is a 1992 Carpenter Counselor. So the bus isn't looking too terribly bad. The amber warning light on the passenger side is cracked. And notice on the driver's side above the warning lights that we have an external PA. Looks like that front driver's side panel isn't all the way on, and the grille was repainted at some point. But otherwise, the rest of the body doesn't look too bad so far. Here's a look from the back passenger side. If you take a look next to the taillights on the passenger side, you can see that there's some dents or scratches, but nothing too bad. And some of those scratches kind of carry to that back window as well. The driver's side is looking a lot better though. We can see the AC vents down at the bottom towards the back. And one potentially interesting thing here, I can't confirm this 100%, but if this is an original Texas bus, which it appears to be, if you take a look where they painted over the district name, school bus might have been right below that. But if you take a look up front, there's no stop sign on there, and that could have been original to the bus. Texas didn't require stop signs until the early 90s, so this bus very well could have originally not had a stop sign, or they might have just removed it. Over on the right, you can see the control panel, and on the left, you can see the 3 main switches, the door switch, master, and manual. Here's inside the bus. It's seen better days, but it's a school bus. It's been used. And while I can't tell for sure, it definitely looks like you can see where some of those soft spots are on the floor. I've seen better, and I've seen worse, though. And here's just a quick shot of the engine. $7,900 is a little bit high, especially if there are spots that will need to be redone in the flooring. Either way, you generally don't see too many of these buses, so pretty cool find either way. Next up, we have a 1984 International 853 school bus named Bertha that sold for $1,000 in Columbia, Tennessee. The description says that it does not run and will need to be towed. It has a 9-liter diesel engine with a 4-speed automatic transmission, good tires, and 57,000 miles. Here's a look at Bertha, the 1984 Carpenter International. First off, very appropriate license plate on there. I love that. This doesn't look to be an original school bus, but it was bought from a school district, so I'm guessing that they bought it as an activity bus. The front of the bus isn't looking too bad. Obviously, we need some repaints here and there. And if you take a look at the passenger side roof cap, it looks like there might be a little bit of damage there, but I can't exactly tell for sure. Here's a look at the side of the hood. We are missing one of the latches, so I hope the hood doesn't fly open. Looking on the other side, we can see that there is a build plate right next to that other hood latch, which is kind of weird. It does appear that there was some roof cap damage up there, but nothing too bad. And the roof of the bus just looks like it needs a really good clean. Coming into the bus, we have the classic Carpenter manual 1-in, 1-out door. We can see the build plate, and it looks like the stepwell tread might need to be replaced on both steps. There's overhead storage in there, which is great. Looking from the back of the bus to the front of the bus, we can see that there are a bunch of metal back Bluebird seats. No idea where the Carpenter ones went, but to see this amount of metal back Bluebird seats in any bus is not something you see every day. Here's the driver's area of the bus. There's not much to say here. This is a pretty typical Carpenter S1800. And one last side shot of the bus. I love that simple red, white, and blue paint job on there. So $1,000, it does not run. And there were also no pictures of the driver's side, the underside, or the back of the bus, so I'm wondering what the conditions of those are. If those check out and the reason that the bus doesn't run isn't anything too major, then $1,000 is a great price. And last but not least, we're taking a look at this 1987 International bus listed for $1,800 in Kentucky. The description says 1987 School Bus International has a DT466 with a P pump, alternator is out, 5-speed Spicer transmission, 22.5 tires, air brakes, motor and transmission are great, and it has a clean title. So take a look at this. Now you might be thinking that you're looking at a Ward International, but if you take a look closely, you'll see that it's not. But before we do that, the front of the bus looks to be in surprisingly good condition. It just really needs some repaints here and there, but otherwise not bad at all. Now here's where you might start to get confused, and I was too for a second. If you take a look above the door, you'll see that there's AmTran branding on there. We'll come back to this and make this make sense in a minute. Again, the rest of the bus itself, though, looks to be in pretty good condition so far. And the same can be said of the driver's side. The inside of the bus looks like it could be better. Probably just needs a good clean, though. The back door is kind of... I mean, you know, the door itself looks fine. The hinges are getting pretty rusted. It looks like that handle might be too. The driver's seat probably needs to be replaced. You know, that duct tape isn't going to hold on forever. We can see that 5-speed manual transmission smack in the center. And here's a shot of the back tires. So let's make this all make sense now. This is not an AmTran S1800. This is a AmTran that was rebodied with a S1800 chassis. Now, yes, I am fully aware that the AmTran name was being used on Ward products, but it wasn't actually put on the buses themselves. That really didn't start happening until Ward started switching over to the AmTran name. So first off, if you take a look at this picture, notice the doors on there and how big the windows on the doors are. If this was a 1987 bus, the windows would be much, much smaller on there and not that sized. The second thing, notice how much AmTran branding is on this bus. We have it above the door, below the emergency exit, and on the control panel. If this was a 1987 AmTran S1800, you would think that somewhere, one of those places, there would be just a tiny little bit of Ward branding, but there's none. So all of that added together means that this has to have been a rebodied bus. $1,800, it's gonna need a new alternator, so that might be a little bit high, but I've heard of worse prices. And there you have it. Those are the 3 that I wanted to show off. And as always, let me know in the comments below if you had the time, money, resources, whatever you would need to choose one of these buses, fix it up, do whatever you wanted with it. Which one would it be and why? For me, I would go with the AmTran just because it is rebodied, and that makes it a little bit weird, especially because it's just, you know, completely different chassis. But anyways, let me know your answer in the comments below, and don't forget that if you have something you want to submit for lots of lots bus stuff for sale, the picture videos, or any one of my videos in general, you can throw it in the video request form found in the description of any one of my videos. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I always do appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe right down here. It's a magical white button that says you are now subscribed to Safety Liner C2. Make sure you comment up here, down here, over here, or over here. I don't know where they put it, I don't care where they put it. Make sure you also give this video a thumbs up, or we are never going to find any more weird rebodied buses again. And make sure you also share this video with a friend. Show it to your mom, show it to your dad, show it to a guy on a random street. I don't care, don't let anything happen to you. So yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching.